The Hamilton Pairs Challenge Cup is the open women's pairs competition. What have we got here? Well, University of London Imperial on the left of our picture, and sorry, I beg your pardon, I'm calling the wrong race. It's the Stonor Challenge Trophy. Thank you, Kath. The open women's doubles, and it's Twickenham Rowing Club and Leander on the left of our picture, and Sudbury Rowing Club making their first appearance in Henley on the women's side of the draw on the right of the picture. So here we go with some double sculls action.
Great up-and-coming athletes in both of these crews, learning all the time, excited to be part of this event. Still a reasonably new event, and everybody wants to come and make their mark on it. But I love the way, the length that we've got in that crew. We can see Vairi in the bow seat rowing nice and long, and that's just helping them to move away coming out of the island.
Yeah, pretty close together for a moment there. I suspect the umpire was keeping a close eye on that, but closest to the picture, we've got Moule and Bullen from Sudbury, as I said, making the first women's appearance at Henley Royal Regatta here for their club. Fantastic to be here on the Henley track, but they've got their work cut out here against Vairi, Obukohwo and Catherine George from Twickenham and from Leander Club, as we join them a little bit further down the track, and we can see that what was happening at the start seems to have continued in the last couple of 100 metres, and now quite controlled sculling on the right of the picture here for Twickenham and Leander.
It is, isn't it? And Vairi in the bow, we get a good shot as they come towards the camera there. She has been part of the world-class start programme, and a real talent in the sport, working kind of very well with Catherine George in front of her there. And yeah, they look in command. They're able, because of the length of the stroke and the quick power application, they're just able to get a lot more power per stroke, a lot more distance per stroke over the crew from Sudbury. Amelia and Martha Bullen, who had a great run at Henley Women's Regatta recently, got to the semi-finals there, and Joni just missed out on the final. But it's a big step up to come and then race in the Stonor Challenge Trophy.
Yeah, and the leading crew, of course, won the championship doubles for women at Henley Women's Regatta, and so you can see that that's probably the expectation. Both crews will have come in. They've got a pretty good marker, having raced the same competition a couple of weeks ahead. Henley Women's Regatta, fantastic racing, just a couple of weeks ahead of Henley, which gives the women who are entering Henley Regatta a really good marker, really good stepping stone up into this. But we're seeing really nice sculling here. Kathy, maybe you can talk us. We've got athletes with quite different physiology. You know, the taller athlete sitting in the front there, Catherine, looking long. How do you manage to blend the crew when you've got sort of slightly different heights and arm lengths and so on? It's tricky, isn't it?
That's the alchemy of rowing, isn't it? We never have clones. We never have that sort of perfect, the perfect model, and that's the beauty of it. And actually, even when you get athletes of the same height, they don't necessarily row the same length of stroke. So yeah, it's all about learning. It's not just either the length of stroke, it's the power application. It's getting the force curves through, and training, getting the telemetry on that enables a crew like this to cruise along.
So that's Vairi Obukohwo and Catherine George, Twickenham Rowing Club and Leander composite crew in the open double sculls. They are under 23 bronze in 2022, and well, they had a nice run down the Henley track, the first run down the track for them in this open women's double sculls race. Really nice sculling there.
Yeah, really competent, and for them, yeah, confidence boost, ready for some more testing races to come.
So the easy oars, drop them to the water. Nice first warm-up run for them. And for Sudbury, first appearance, hopefully of many to come down the decades in future for Amelia, Moule and for Martha Bullen. So Moule and Bullen beaten squarely by Obukohwo and George in the Stonor.